It has happened. Ben Simmons has made a three. I thought I would see Bigfoot before I saw Ben Simmons, and I'm going to be telling my kids and my grandkids where I was the day that Ben Simmons finally hit his first three-point shot in the NBA. If you remember the meme, we got to retire that meme where it has Ben Simmons in the spacesuit and says, when you have the option of going to space or shooting your first three, has him in the spacesuit. We got to retire that, and that was one of my favorite memes. But he hits a three yesterday against the Guangzhou Lung Lions in their first preseason game of the year. He goes into his bag of tricks. At the end of the first half, he drills a three-pointer to give Philadelphia a 82-41 lead against this half. You got to see the three. Check it out.
But you're just speaking of the maturity of Ben Simmons, and that's also something Tobias, who worked out with Ben over the summer, said he noticed just a maturity in him.
Pulling it out right now, resetting. They want him to shoot it.
And he does. Ben Simmons shoots the three. The fans want it. They're asking for it. And Ben Simmons is giving it to him. Joel Embiid comes onto the court and gives him a big hug. That has got to feel good. Let's take a look at it again, shall we? Okay. Fans are on their feet. Let me get what they want.
If I'm Ben, I'm saying, what's all the fuss about? This is what I do now. Leave me open. I'm going to make you pay.
Money in the bank. I've been working on that all summer long. Let me show it to you. Ben Simmons. Coming up at the half, we got
all you Ben Simmons haters out there, all you guys that bought the shirt that says, shoot a three, you coward. What are you going to do with that shirt? You better throw it away because he did it. They need to have a picture of Ben Simmons in the locker room holding up that paper that just says one for one three-pointer made like they did with Wilt's 100. But all jokes aside, if Ben Simmons, who to me, he's going to take off now. Ben Simmons, that was a major step. I'm making a lot of this because he's been working on his jump shot all summer long. And the preseason, this is the perfect time for him to get that new jumper going. So if you look at him, he's got 19.7 assists, 5 rebounds at the half, and he just looked like an MVP caliber player. He looked like a first-team All-NBA player, and you know he can get to the rim in a couple steps. You know, at his size, 6'9.5", 6'10", if you have to respect his jump shot, it's over. It is over. Ben Simmons is a first-team All-NBA caliber player. All he needed was a respectable jumper because he drives the basket. He's so powerful. And Brent Brown said, once somebody has to be guarded, the rules change. That's what he said after the game. The holy grail in our sport is to avoid rotations. If Ben Simmons is coming off the pick and roll and he actually has to be hedged out on and rollers can get behind, or they're not back just showing a crowd all the time on Joel, he has the ability to chew up space both on and off the ball in a way that can be harmful to opponents. He's coming out of a cannon. And I agree with Brent Brown. This is a whole nother element and brings a whole new dynamic to the Sixers team. And yes, it is just 1-3. We're going to see if he can even hit it against NBA competition. You got to consider the opponent. They were up 82-41 after he hit the shot, but it is a step in the right direction. Ben Simmons did not want to make too big of a deal out of it after the game, but check out Ben Simmons talking about his first made three in the NBA.
Time went down and I had the ball, so I had to take a shot.
Was the crowd encourage you to take it?
I didn't really hear anything.
You didn't hear
No.
anything?
Well, what did it feel like? I know, it kind of sort of get the monkey off your back. So.
I mean, I work every day, so to me it's like, it shows. I'm in the gym every day putting in work, so I feel like it's paying off.
One thing I like about Ben Simmons is he was admitting that he really had some issues in the first couple years, but he says this summer that he fell in love with basketball again. He told the Associated Press that he fell in love with the game again this summer and that he learned how to block out criticism to the point where he no longer cares if he misses a shot. So that was the thing with Ben Simmons. He always looked tentative at the end of quarters, at the end of halves. He never wanted to throw up a three-point shot, wasn't shooting them in warm-ups. But hey, that has changed. It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Hey, if he can make a three-pointer, you guys out there, you can do just about anything. Ben Simmons made a three. Remember the day it happened. So I think the sky's the limit. I'm not ready to call the Sixers title favorites yet. Like I said, I want to see him make it in games, but it was definitely very encouraging for the career of Ben Simmons.